Hi everyone, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, okay. Okay, cool. So, welcome everybody. Today is our, first uh, Today is our first council meeting in officially since we just opened the council election in last week, and the all the council members except Joe seems already come in. Joe has something stuck on his hand, so he can't make it till now. But we are expecting he might could join later or not. But but all of us are very excited to host this first council meeting to the community, so that everybody can face to face learn about Phala community and our next steps in September. This will be something we will keep on doing so that the community and the core team and the governors DAO will be totally transparency between each other. So so I will be the host today, and thank you for your time, everyone. And I will begin the process. So first of all, why don't every council member have an intro for himself? As we know, since last week, the election already begins, and the first DAO members already be elected, and that will be Joe, Zoe here, Jonas here, Han, and me. So, Zoe, why don't you begin to make a self introduction to the community? That would be much helpful.
Great. Thanks, Marvin. And hello, everyone. Very happy to see you online. And warm welcome also from my side. Thank you, first of all, for being here as a council member today. Very happy to join the council. We all sent an introduction video. I don't know if all of you have seen it, but I'm Zoe. I'm based in Berlin. I'm CEO of MHIT, a consulting company based in Germany. And I'm also representing Phala as a council member, of course, in the Berlin blockchain scene. So very excited to connect with you guys if you're around here in Berlin. I have my background in cybersecurity and information. So I bring a specific or wider range of skill sets to the council. Also personally focused a lot or enjoying a lot to host events for the community. So if people are interested to do activities and events for the community, these are of course also things that we consider in the council. I think this is everything you guys need to know. If there are other questions, connect with me on Twitter, and very excited to see you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, nice. Thanks, Zoe. Then I can continue. Hi, my name is Jonas. Very nice to meet you all guys here in the first council meeting, open council meeting. Hopefully many more to come. I did my PhD in behavioral economics in Bern, Switzerland. And there I focus on how humans interact with the protocol, because I believe that this is a very important factor that is somewhat neglected right now. So I want to put more focus on how actually people are interacting with the protocols. And I joined the Web3 Foundation in last summer as a research scientist, and I'm working there ever since. And I'm very much looking forward to be a council member in this network, because it somewhat represents the ideals that I also have. I'm personally very interested in privacy And I believe that this is a very important factor to kind of fight for in the future, because there are like many actors who want to take away our privacy, and I think therefore we need projects that somewhat give back the power to the people. And so yeah, I'm happy to be part of this this endeavor.
Thank you, Jonas. Why don't you make an introduction?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, yeah, I think Jonas is very interested to say maybe different behavior on the Phala network in the future, and I'm personally also very curious how this network will grow. And I'm Han. I'm a part of the Phala team, yeah, since the beginning. And before I started Phala, I also I worked in Google and dealing with the privacy data every day, do the machine learning related stuff, and that's why I think I have a more feeling that the privacy will be very important in the future. And I think one additional thing is that beyond just the privacy, and I think Phala can offer even more than just privacy, because we have maybe a lot of computers and we can do a lot of computation, and probably at some point, I hope we can see more application just built directly on Phala network. And yeah, because we are such a maybe in the future we will become such a large network. So yeah, I really want to see how it will go in the future.
Great. Thank you, Han. Actually, he just sit by me, so it's very strange. Two screens show seems like two different offices, but in reality, we are sitting seat by seat. So hi everyone. My name is Marvin Chu. I believe that the Phala community already face a long time, but this is a huge difference period, which this is the first time the DAO of Khala Network, the council, show together. And unfortunately, because this meeting call to public is something we recently just want to host it. So the idea is happened just by the end of last weekend. So Joe can't make it because his time slot is quite tight, and he's out kind of a bit, so he can't join, unfortunately. But yeah, but as we all know that Joe is another like good reputed engineer and well known as fans, and he had a rich experience in substrate-based development, and his reputation in open source is also very helpful for Khala Network. So as we all know that the council now is a 5-seat and is totally open, so everyone can join actually. Yeah, about myself, sorry. My name is Marvin Chu. I'm the co-founder of Phala Network with Han here together, and I'm the CEO of Hush Forest, which is a development a company in technical in Singapore. And our first product is the Khala Network, then maybe Phala Network. So the idea is that we want to provide a decentralized cloud service to replace the current centralized cloud services that everybody is using, like Amazon or Google Cloud. But although the dream is big, but we need to do our best in the very beginning that these centralized cloud services can't fight with, for example, totally decentralized and trustless privacy preserving, something like this, and total DAO governance network. So for now, after 16 months of development, we already delivered Khala network, which is the canary network of Phala on Kusama, and it began to run on Kusama after we won the slot auction, which is also very thankful to all community members who supported Phala on Kusama slot auction. But today, after launching for 2 months, we jumped into the democracy and DAO governance period. And I will also share some next to-do and next plans. But I want to share the idea that for now, Khala is totally controlled by the council, and we plan to move through in this week. After we do that, there will be no centralized control for the network, and everybody can join the council meeting, the council election, and voted for your ideally council members. And if anybody want to join or want to recommend some good candidates to the council members, please leave your comment in the forum.phala.network, which is our community forum, and we will check there, and we will connect you and talk together to explore. So our next topic is we want to share some updates to the council team, so that and listen to their feedback to see if there are anything any decision need to be made by the council, and we want to keep the transparency for the information between core team and the council. So as we all know that for now the council is already launching for Khala network. You can check the details on wiki.phala.network, and our whole governance rules is written on there, and you can. And we also got the guideline for how to join the council and how to vote for the council members on the wiki, so that everybody who are holding Phala token on Khala network can join. So but I also want to share some key parameters to everybody. This is the runtime for the setup numbers for the governance module on Khala right now. But if necessary, everybody can also propose how to improve it, and let's vote it in public to update the parameters. First is that our public proposal launch period is 7 days. So it means that in every 7 days, public referendum can be launched, and the voting period is also 7 days. It's like if the proposal is being come into public voting period, then we need to let the proposal be voted for 7 days, and after that, if the most vote is high, then it will goes into like enactment period, which is 8 days. So after the 8 days is over, then the proposal will ultimately being processed. And of course, for now, the minimal size of the deposit number for proposed, and also for council election. If you want to be a council member or propose or anything, you just need to stake for 10 Phala, which the number is seems a little bit lower than other religions, for example, Kusama and Polkadot. But our idea is that we think in the very beginning, we want the people to join, we want the whole community to join in decentralized governance. So we set the minimal size a little bit low. But if like scam jam the channel or many proposals, low quality, then which already influenced the official of the governors running, then we could the council, the DAO could also proposal to update the minimum size deposit into a larger number. But before that, we are keeping it in lower, like 10 Phala tokens, so that everybody, if you are interested, just do it and try us. So this is the currency. This is the currency key parameter set, and actually, I want to share, like, sorry, wait a minute. Okay, here it is. So as you can see on Phala.js, you can switch the RPC into Khala network, which is in Kusama and Paragon. And after you switch it, the Phala.js app will turn on into a Khala version. And in the governors console, you can check the current elected members, which is Jonas, Hong, Joy, Joe, and me. I'm a prime voter, which will not often be used. Don't have much privilege. But we already have a runner-up who vote, who have a 600 almost 600 high balance, and vote himself like 300K. So if the seat is keeping up into 5, like the seat is a seat for the DAO, then the top 5 elected voting members will win the seat to join the council as members. And if we extend the seats number into like 6, then this dude can totally win. But for now, our seat number is 5, and our runner-up number is also 5. It means that everybody can join the candidates, and if you're for now it's like, if you got any vote, your name will come up into a runner-up. A runner-up means that in every 24 hours on Khala network, the DAO election will re-elect it again. It means that after 24 hours, the DAO will refresh. So if you win in some period, then after 24 hours, your name will, if your voting number is higher than anybody else, you will be in these seats. So we are planning to expand the seats from 5 to 11 using like 6 months. It will not be rapidly, because we have many important launching in the next coming months. So we want to promote and update the console module a little by a little. But for now, I think 5 seats is keep the number can keep the balance between high efficiency and and safety and and democracy. So that's the idea of setting the number of 5. But we will increase the number later. And for now, our governance module, we have a reference which the proposal is being public vote, and it's a system set code. System set code means that the developers, the core team, or any third-party developer want to update something in the runtime. For example, in this time is to add a palette we called the mining TE mining system for Khala network, and the staking palette for Khala. So how do you check? How do this? In here, you can just see a reference with hash bytes, but you don't know the details, right? So if you want to check the exact details for the content, I will show how to do that later. But for now, it's the remaining period is 1 day 18 hours. It means that we after 1 day 18 hours, the vote for this proposal will be passed, because for now the I vote is like almost 30K Phala tokens. And if you want to vote, it's quite easy. You can just type any numbers you want here. The low-top Phala token can be also using stake in TE mining, which means that you can also you can earn the profit of staking, but in the meanwhile, you can use the power of democracy. You just join, and this is very interesting. You can choose your convinced time. It means that it's like if you lock your voting Phala token longer, you can get more weight than others. The maximum size is if you lock 256 days, you can get 32x times weight than others. So it means that if even though you could not as rich as other person holding as much as tokens as, for example, me, but by logging longer than me, you can win my votes. So it's a very important design from a substrate. And yeah, so now the votes seems goes well, and almost people say aye to this proposal. They want to staking and mining Phala, and after the remaining period, it goes into a activate period, which will be in total 9 days, 18 hours. So that's because the key parameter I just shared is 8 days for the for the enactment period, right? So okay, so what's about this proposal? Sorry, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is where you can check the exchange hash, which match the proposal is on the forum.phala.network. Is proposed by Andy. So it's a Khala runtime update, and it's basically launched the security worker mining system based on Constantine's Dr. Constantine's design for Phala economic, and it's a very innovation module, and we like it very much, and we want to have a trial on it on Khala network before we use it on Phala. And what is exactly it? You can check here, and I won't share too much details, but it's like a module to so that the Khala network will releasing tokens like Bitcoin, and all the TE, or we call security workers with TE hardwares, can join the mining, which using their CPUs to win and earn from the mining system. So so that we can use these CPUs as enclaves to process the confidentiality smart contract or programs, providing cloud service or on-chain applications for on Khala or for other parachains. So that's the idea behind it. And the core team already been working on that for over 3 months and to 6 months. And in these 3 months, it's like, I don't know, you've heard the word of 996. Yeah, we work like that. So just to make it launch before the deadline. So the other feature for this runtime update would be launching the token staking for security workers. It means that every Phala holders can use their token staking for these TEs or security workers to earn the profit from their mint tokens. So we don't know the numbers now, because how much of each security worker will earn basically depends on their hardware, depends on their online history period, and their and the total numbers about the entire workers online numbers. So, but the token staking will be totally market driven after this proposal launching, and you can check the open source code here, and for each proposal from now on, you can not only check the proposal details and content on here, but also you can match the proposal hash and the every proof function, so that you know exactly what it is to match with the sys function and open source code and the forum content. The three parties can match with each other. That's why the proposal hash, pre-image hash, and the release page and runtime was IPFS address is also linked here, so that you can match with each other. So to know that no one is lying to anyone. So yeah. So that's a proposal about this time, public voting, and the next topic would be the co-work in September, and the co-work in September. I will make it quick. First, let's check on the major roadmap about launching Khala network. As we all see that the Cretaceous age, we already finished the council member election. We haven't removed Stu, but we'll do it this week, and we will also we already proposed the security workers on the network. So after the voting period, the security workers mining system is launching, and so that staking, the Phala token stakers can stake to the TEs, which I think we would call it farmers, Phala token farmers. Yeah, and after that we see it steadily running. Nothing happened, nothing terrified happens, no serious bugs. Then we will open the transfer for Phala token on Khala as soon as possible, which is we know that we got emails and Twitter and Telegram message every day that people are asking that I stake, I contribute KSM in your stock option, but why don't you open it? Here's the situation. We want to open it, but because our system, it will be one of the highest volume system of all parachains, even compared with Karura, One River or Plus, because our security workers will is very active in several seconds, so our network will be extremely high volume by transactions. So to avoid the problems that potential happened, for example, the blocks stops, something like this, we need to be more cautious than other parachains. So we will launch the security worker mining soon, which is already I just mentioned in the you can check the countdown on our Pog.js app. But after that, after 1 week or 2 weeks, if the network is still very stable, we will launch the transfer. We want to launch the transfer. Everybody wants to launch the transfer. So after that, the rewards will you can use your rewards in many places. And since the transaction will be open, then of course the Ethereum to Khala two-way bridge for the token will also open. Means that in any time you can transfer the token into Ethereum. Yeah, and as a surprise, we will also launch the BSC to Khala bridge after 1 to 2 months. It will be a totally new feature. So I think we are quite active on BSC because the Ethereum is extremely unfriendly to everybody now, except you are the holder of millions of worthy NFT, right? So yeah, and the next steps would be our killer app, the fast wallet will launch, but this would be public voting, and it would be also as a community driven production. And yeah, so and after that we will be able to do the XCMP cross-semantic parsing with Karura network, sorry, Moonriver, and Shield network after this. And because there are more Kusama parachains are joining, so I personally believe that in September and October, the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem will grow very strong. So yeah, we are already prepared. We just need to do it week by week and day by day. So that's our September plan. And yeah, sorry, I will transfer. So our next topic I want to share is I want to do some recap for the very interesting part, which is that we did a lot of campaigns on BSC. Don't get me wrong. I mean, some people, some community members will think, yeah, you need to be loyal to Polkadot because we are quite loyal. We are one of the most loyalty one. Our idea is we want to bridge different ecosystem from other chains to Polkadot, right? So the more we bridge, the more we bring, the better Polkadot ecosystem will get. So that's why we are building the Ethereum bridge and BSC bridge right now. But yeah, so as a test, before we creating DeFi protocols and be participant with other parachain DeFi applications, we want to want our community to learn a bit and who is the best ecosystem to let our community learn now. It would be BSC. Ethereum is goddamn high cost, and so that no one can barely use it. So in these 30 months, we already cooperating with the highest volume DeFi protocol in everywhere, which is Pancake Swipe, and so that the Alpaca Finance, which is leverage farming strategic farming protocol, and we also successfully persuade by BSC team to listing Phala token as one of their Binance bridge. It means that everybody can transfer from Ethereum ERC20 Phala token to BSC BEP Phala token. And as a tip up, the Phala token on BSC is a peg token. It means that if you want to mint one Phala token on BSC, you have to lock one Phala token on a BSC deposit address, which some would be be processed by a Binance exchange, but some would be directly using this bridge to deposit. And if you join the grading range of Alpaca protocol, you can also earn very cute NFT here, which is inspired by the Matrix. And if you check very detailedly, not the book this alpaca is holding is confidential, it's right and confidential. So it's very interesting. And I forgot to paste the picture, but Binance Exchange also launched their liquidity staking for Phala token. It means that you can stake your Phala token on Binance Exchange as a liquidity pool right now, so that you can also earn a profit. And to be more detailed, let me check. Okay, so I will share something here. So please see here. This is the Phala token on BSC. During these three major campaigns, we already got 2,700 addresses on Phala token on BSC. It's quite impressive, and the transfer volume is very high. And there are already 12 million Phala tokens being minted out on BSC, which is not increasing any Phala token, because you want to mint 12 million Phala token on BSC, you have to lock in 12 million Phala token on a BSC deposit address. It's a one-by-one bridge channel. And on here, you can check on the Binance bridge, you can easily transfer Phala token from Ethereum to Binance BSC and so that as well. So we are using the BSC to distributing rewards with our volunteers in Khala community, because Ethereum is jammed a lot. And after you do that, you already have the Phala token on BSC. You can open the Pancake and check the Pancake farms to stake your PHA token at BUSD to earn a higher APR. And now the liquidity is $6 million, which is quite something. And but the APR still stands in a higher level. And I won't introduce too much about Archibald, but this is a very, how to say, it's a team I like very much. They have their style, and on Alpaca is a leverage, leverage farming protocol, which you can deposit Phala token or BUSD to lend with a higher leverage out. But the lending funds will only be used to farming on Pancake. So it's basically a Pancake strategic DeFi smart contract. So now the API is still very high, so almost 400 per year. And yeah, but it have risk, just read and learn. And on Binance Exchange now, you can search for Phala token. Yeah, so on Binance liquidity swipe, you can also find the Phala USDT pool, which is over $5 million TVL, and the yield farming APY is still it's also high. So so as you can see, we are pretty aggressive in our marketing on BIC. Couple of reasons. The first reason is that we think the liquidity on Ethereum will dry out because the high jam situation by NFT persuading situation, which is already happened. But we successfully make the user experience for Phala trading better by encourage more people using BSC. But on the other hand, it's also pre-education period, so that the team, ourselves, and the community members and Phala token holders can learn more about DeFi protocols, how to use it, so that when we are co-working with our Karura network and Wood River ecosystem DeFi applications, we can do better, and we know exactly what we are doing. So that's the idea behind it. And yeah, So I think we kind of made it. We already successfully listed on the major BSC DeFi protocols for now. You can use it anywhere, anyhow. And you think holding Ether and Phala token is too costly, you can transfer it one time into BSC and use BSC to transfer Phala token from now. But of course, after Khala network long open transfer, welcome to using Khala instead of any other blockchains, and we will also provide a data privacy preserving layer so that we can add more features except just on-chain transfer. So that will be a very, very busy September and October for the core team and the council members. And that's all I want to share here. Thank you everybody for joining today. Any questions? I think we can answer some questions. Or Joy or Jonas, do you have any other questions?
Just want to say I'm still online, but no comments or questions from my side.
Cool.
Yeah, me neither. Thanks, Marvin.
Cool, Jonas. Yeah, I'm very glad to see that there are over 23 guys. Although it's not a large number, but I think it's a pretty good start. And so let's call it a day. And thank you everyone who joined the first Khala network. I will take a screenshot. God damn it. Okay. Don't leave. 1 minute. So yeah. So all of the guys got here today. I will share the screenshot, and yeah, it's a historical day. So thank you everyone who have made it to here, and see you next time. Every 2 weeks we will host a council meeting, but it could not be on hosting broadcast. We will see what's the channel by then. But thank you everybody today, and thank you for your time. Thank you, Jonas, Han, and Joy.
Thanks, guys. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. See you later. See you later. Bye bye.